Aloha, I'm Candace.
And I'm John.
And welcome to Adventure Race Hawaii. We're coming to you from Kualoa Ranch on the windward side of Oahu. Today's event is the first in a series of adventure events to be held here in the islands, and it will definitely test the strength, stamina, and determination of its competitors.
That's right, Candace. It's a 4 to 6 hour race done in a 2 to 3 person team format. The winning team will complete the event in approximately 3 to 4 hours. This will definitely test their skills as they navigate the course.
Now, the actual course was kept secret until 2 hours prior to the start of the event. At that point, the teams were given a map of the race area and coordinates to find out where the mandatory checkpoints are. To finish the race, every team will have to make it through these checkpoints, pass skills tests, and cross the finish line together.
They'll also be required to carry a variety of safety equipment throughout the duration of the race.
There'll be no outside support for the event, so in order to succeed, they'll have to rely on their own training and the support of their teammates. It's survival of the fittest out there, so let's see what they'll be up against.
From the start, the teams will run to one of 3 flags to find their initial instructions. From here, it's a sprint across the steep hillside to checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2 is in the stream running through the valley. The teams don't know it, but the water is almost head high, and every team member is required to get wet before they can move on. Next, the teams will run down and out of the valley to checkpoint 3 and the kayak section of the course. They'll have to haul their gear down to the beach and walk everything over a sharp and shallow reef to the marker buoys. From here, it's a sprint paddle to the back of Chinaman's Hat. At checkpoint 4, it's mask and snorkel time as the teams dive underwater to get the stamps for their passports. Then back to the beach for the race to the hillside bunkers. Checkpoint 5 is a rappel down the steep face of the cliff. Then a sprint back to the base camp transition area. At checkpoint 6, the teams will regroup as needed, then hop on their mountain bikes and charge up the heart of the valley. When they arrive at checkpoint 7, they'll trade their bikes for the trees as they face a challenging high ropes course. Then it's back on the bikes, and if they're not tired yet, they will be once they make the steep climb to checkpoint 8 at the back of the valley. At checkpoint 9, the teams will use knives and herbicide to kill a gunpowder tree, helping Kualoa to rid itself of highly invasive plants. Once they're done, it's a downhill sprint to checkpoint 10 and the finish line at base camp.
We're just moments away from the start of the race, so let's go down to the starting line.
This is our first race for the Uber Monkeys, and we're just looking to have fun today.
1, 2, yeah. Where are we now?
Adventure racing is a lot better than like a straight out run or marathon. You mix up all the disciplines. You got bike, you got the kayak. Just a lot of good people doing a lot of different activities. It makes it really fun.
Yeah, Adventure Race Hawaii, baby.
I think obviously the first forage across a muddy river is going to be a little concerning, but it should all be fun. It's just like football in the mud.
So, I think it's got to be this way, brother. It's got to be.
All right, all the way down the stream through the water.
You got to be on the navigation because you can be really fast, but if you get lost, you're going to have a lot of time to make up getting back on track. So that's the tough part.
We do not know how to orient here or read a compass or anything. So Miguel, the expert, was showing us how to do it, but unfortunately, he just showed us all wrong.
Watch everybody run in the wrong direction is great. You know, when you plot it out, you see them go to the checkpoint, and you realize that we're all going about 180 degrees the wrong way. It's fun.
We had a good time in the water. We were the first out there, real lucky. And then the buoy wasn't where it seemed like it should have been, but when you got to there, you could just see it around the corner of the island. So then it was a race with the second boat. And we got there, and it was mayhem.
The waves and the wind were pretty slapping out there,
And one guy had to try to keep the boat in position, and the other guy had to go down and get it.
We had a little bit of a challenge in that our map case came open right at the start of the kayak, and it's in pieces, as you can see. We found it as pieces. So that was a little bit of a challenge because we didn't even have it for checkpoint 5, but we remembered approximately where checkpoint 5 was, and so we were able to just find it up there. So we're a little further back than we'd like to be right now, but we're having fun.
I like the rush, I like the stress beforehand, and I don't know, just see what your body can do. I'm super afraid of heights, and this has been one way for me to try and get over it. I've gone to the descending clinics, and hopefully the next adventure race is going to have maybe some ascending, so hopefully it'll help me get over my fear of heights.
You think it's a long race, but it's actually quite fast. They'll be moving pretty fast. There'll be people here running really quick, kayaking and moving everything really quick, and they'll be surprised when they finish. They'll be pretty tired.
It's a beautiful place. Having a great time. Now we just got to go catch some teams.
Adventure Race Hawaii is brought to you by Jamba Juice. And by The Bike Factory, your ticket to ride.
On our next show, we'll wrap up the results to the Hawaii Adventure Race series.
We'll also talk to some of the teams and find out how they did.
Until then, I'm Candace.
And I'm John.
Signing off from beautiful Kuloa Ranch.